boycotting. He said you had a Zen,
Nigga got a Zen for sure.
bro. He said you
That nigga got
boycotting.
a Zen for sure, bro. I swear. That nigga went 22 for 24. 10 for 11 for 3. Come on now. That ain't no Zen. Just press. You went 8 for 13, 3 for 6. You probably got a Zen too while you
I
playing.
don't even got a Zen.
Man, stop it. Y'all trying to run it back? Shit, I was about to hop off out this game because I've been running to bad Randy's. Shit.
Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? Today we are on my favorite mode on NBA 2K24, and that is solo rec. I made a new 7-footer. I needed to grind out my points, and instead of doing that in the my career where, you know, it'd probably be the smartest thing to do it there, I like to go to solo rec and help some randoms get some wins. Now, that is definitely easier said than done, but as you guys can see, a little bit of a spoiler alert, I had a crazy monstrous game in this solo rec. You see, I go in, as soon as we get 5, our 5th leaves, so we end up getting a different fit. As you guys can see, a couple of casual banners in this. In this build, it's only a 92 overall, so I'm playing in the 92 and under rec. Now, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to be a lot easier for me to have dominant games with centers that are only 92 overall compared to a center that would be like a 99 GOAT tier. But on the other end, I'm a big fan of passing and passing to teammates that are low overall. Sometimes it can be tough. As you guys can see, we got a guy shooting 18%. But overall, my teammates are shooting pretty decent. You can see we maybe have an advantage over the other team. I'm going up against a 7-footer that does not have a 3-point shot, and I love to see that. Going to start off the game with some posts now. This build does not have post control. I couldn't afford it because I got 90 standing dunk and driving contact dunks, but you can still do post hops. You can still do, you know, everything you want out of the post. You just got to make sure you're open and not taking the super contested shots. Now, as always, it's a little bit ugly. My guy pump faking down in the paint ends up getting a contested layup. It's never going to be perfect starting off unless you are the luckiest rec random alive. I mean, if you hop in with 5 players that just mesh perfectly where everything is going right, you are a lucky man, because even when I have good games, you see I get the offensive board right there, dot my guy in the corner. Unfortunately, we are missing early on, and as you guys can see, we are down a bit early game. But solo rec is absolutely a game of runs. The guys we're playing against, they're all randoms as well. And yes, they're starting off hot. They probably feel like they got momentum that they can't lose. But as soon as things start going bad for them, it's going to be the same situation where we could just put up 10, 20, 30 points, especially on the fast break. Now, for some reason, our fast breaks were just not working out too well during the beginning of this game. I'm going to show you guys some of the sequences right here. He dots me in the paint. That 90 standing dunk meter is crazy. It's overpowered compared to 81. I didn't think it was too big of a deal until I actually hopped on a build like this. Now I know that the 90 standing dunk is absolutely the way to go now. On some of my builds, it's just not possible. But since I gave up post control on this build, I was able to make it happen. We get a good shot right there. I go for a troll putback dunk. That's my first miss of the game. I shouldn't have done that, but I thought it could get a crazy animation. We're out on the fast break right here myself. Funny enough, our fast breaks weren't working, but as soon as I'm able to run one, we're able to get a clean, beautiful dunk right there in traffic, hands up contest. Another thing too, I did not have my interior upgraded at this point in the video. I have it at 25 because I needed to upgrade shooting, dunking, playmaking, and you can still get those contests right there. They dot me at the top of the key for the 3 men. This jump shot I'm using too. I'm not totally sure if I posted the video for it at the time of this video dropping, but man, this is the glitchy jump shot for big. It's like Patty Mills for small guards and T-Mac for the wings. It feels, I mean, like it's going in every single time, and so far in this game, it is going in every single time. I'm shooting 100% from 3. I feel like I'm getting us back in this game, 27 to 29. You can see too, one of our guys ended up quitting early. That's not a bad thing though. AIs will do what they need to do to help your team win, especially too if everybody's not spamming A to get the ball from the AI when he's wide open, because if he shoots a wide open shot, especially if it's an AI of a player that left, they're going to hit the shot. My teammate sees me wide open in the corner. That is a pocket shot, man. I got the Mamba, which is sharp shooting takeover, so I am trying to get as many shots as possible. I'm still going to be doing my thing in the paint, of course, but when I can get the shot, man, I am just a natural shooter. It is my favorite thing to do on this game. Starting to get some nice rebounds, as you guys can see the low amount of assists. I should have had a ton. Right there, though, we are able to get a smooth break. The team is starting to kind of pick up on what we're wanting to do. A little bit of paint crowding right here, but I'm able to get the offensive rebound and get the standing dunk, so it ends up working out. And I'm not ever really crowding the paint. I just do it on situations where, you know, I hadn't been hit for a few possessions, so I got to make something happen. If I'm standing out on the three-point line and they're not hitting me when I'm wide open, I can't even get the offensive rebound. I don't mind playing like a, you know, stretch big. I don't mind playing like an inside. I will just adjust to do whatever the team needs for us to win. And right now, that's having 30 points, 14 rebounds. I did end up missing one three-pointer, unfortunately, but you know, 10 for 11, it's not too bad, especially, too, when I only have a 79 three-pointer on this build. Get myself some paint position, go up for the meter dunk. You can see my team's flopping. You heard them, too. They end up throwing on their mics in this game. Everyone was having a good time. That's usually when players start talking. If it's a flood, if everything's going bad, a lot of people will just keep their mics off the whole game, unless they turn them on to start yelling at each other, which does happen quite a bit. But for the most part, when I'm playing solo rec, it's a pretty positive experience. Now, I know that's not the case for everybody, and as a center, it's a lot easier to carry a team as I hit the wide open shot right there, because I can get rebounds, I can throw breaks, I can do a lot. You know, if you're a lockdown, there's only so much you can do as a player to help your team win. You can't really help too much offensively. Now, I will be making some solo rec games on my locks to show you guys how that can be a smoother experience for everybody. But the reason we end up winning this game for sure is the pick and pop. Now, there was a couple where it was just pops, not so much picks, but the PG does end up getting some very good chemistry with me. He notices that whenever he drives, the big is going to try to stop him, because that is what bigs do in the rec. I get a tiny me right there. I should not have made that, but he goes in for me. But he starts using me on the pick and pop a lot. He's hitting me every time, and that, there's nothing better than that, man. For the team, for me, for him, he's getting assists. I'm getting buckets. It's helping him get takeover. I pop my Mamba. I pop play take a lot too, so my randoms can get their takeover, just to help them out, just so I can get them going. The trick always is getting the solo teammates going. Takeover, whatever it takes. No takeover right there. He's got Mamba, though, so that's play take. Like I said, man, everybody is helping everybody. I'm setting big body screens right there with the gold brick wall. Running in from the three-point line. Even though I didn't get the pass, I'm still working because the possession is not over. We're throwing the break. I get it once again. Just having a blast all around. This is my favorite mode to play, like I said. This is what I consider myself as a player, a solo rec player. And I don't have interior defense upgraded yet. I don't have the attributes for it, but I already have my block up. So if I'm able to time it, I got that nice vertical to pair with it. I'm going to get easy blocks in the paint. You guys can see 19 rebounds too on a popper build. Now the center I'm going against on the other team, he does a good job. I think he gets a ton of rebounds. He gets a good amount of points, but it's harder for his teammates to score because I can just sit in the paint whenever he gets it. I mean, I know he's going to go up. There's not anything extra he's going to do. If he had a post hook in his bag, if he had, you know, a layup, Sabonis, or Jokic floater, that would be something different. But all he can do is get in the paint, mash, or dunk. And I can do the same, man. I can get in the paint, I can mash and dunk. And you can see the teammates are just talking at the end. I end up staying in with them. I'll probably show other gameplays of that. And let me know if you guys enjoyed the video, man. Let me know if you guys want to see more gameplays like this. This is Tonic. If you do want to drop a like, subscribe, of course, I appreciate it, son.
Staying in, staying in the lobby, you hopping off. All right, bet.